Hi, Paradoxial Remanents. What a name. What a true, good Rocket League original name. It's a nice car as well, and I kinda like the camera settings as well. Uh, I understand you're a prospect. For the life of me, never can remember uh, the guy I'm coaching, what the fuck his rank is. I can make a good guess, I guess, because with 2,000 hours in game, it's kinda not difficult. It's a kickoff. Let me check one thing. Okay, the thing you wanna want. Okay, well maybe not on prospect level. By the way, sorry, I forgot to do something. Okay, remember this tip for later, I guess. Um, on champ, on star level and higher, maybe on challenger and lower. I'm not sure. When the opponents in a twos game, are in a pre-made, you can expect them to have one guy hitting the ball so that it stays around middle, and the other guy comes in swooping the ball. That's a useful tip in my humble Croatian opinion. That's a very good kickoff from your teammate, or a very bad kickoff from your opponent. I am not sure. He whiffed that shot completely. This definitely is prospect. Okay, okay. That's a bit too much information, too little time. You went for this boost. You're closing down towards your teammate, which is also good. You're following the situation, but what I see right now is I see Putinator with speed and heading straight forward for the ball. So I would never expect. I would stop turning. I would turn around at this point, but he misses the ball. So I guess good thing you didn't turn around. But it does show that you weren't really looking at anyone, or maybe you were looking at the wrong player. Or maybe we're just looking at the ball. If you're still looking at the ball when it's bouncing like that, then you need a bit more time before you can go hard on yourself for being bad or something. I also see by the timeline you actually win this game, which if you want someone to teach you how to get better, show them your worst, not your best. Oh, you're not. You should be jumping for this because he's on the wall, and if you want to challenge someone who's on the wall, you want to be there first. You want to guess on which height the ball will go after they hit it. At this point, he's on the wall. You're trying to challenge him on the wall for some reason. You're never gonna make that in time, and also you have a shit angle at that. So what you want to be doing is first watch your opponent. Obviously, looks like Putinator will hit this. I don't know why does he miss. Very interesting. No idea why he missed that. In my head, he should always hit the ball 100% time, and you should be turning around. You didn't. It's a whiff on its own, but in context, it's a good decision. As soon as you see your opponent go for a wall shot like this, you should be jumping instead of trying to contest with using the wall yourself. This is very poor, as the teammate could have hit the ball into you. So you always want to rotate. Um, if if the car is the camera and your teammate is there, the ball is going there as well, and you have to rotate back in defense. You take this route, okay? This is called the wide route because if the ball is on that side of the field, then going to the other side of the field to your goal is called the wide route. And you always want to be going the wide route unless it doesn't allow you to. I think this just crashed. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's back. Paradoxial Remanents, player view. Okay, there we go. You also do the half flip, which means that was not a half flip, but that doesn't mean anything now. You're not doing too shabby right here. Okay. That was stupid. So you missed. So the ball's above you, and the thing I think is going through your head is, what do I do? Well, first you can calm the fuck down. You're just falling down, Believe me, you're on prospect level. Your opponents know where this will bounce as much as you do. So no need to jump so early and so aggressively hit the ball towards your opponents. Seriously, anyone who knows how to play Rocket League will be scoring that any day of the week. You follow it up, which is good. You have a great angle on the wall, but he bumps you. Looks like you like to practice wall shots. Good on you. It's a very good way to clear balls. You have ball cam off for too long there, I have to say. You have to know what the fuck is happening on the game. Your opponents fuck up completely, you luck out and you score. Actually, your opponents fuck up more than I ever imagined, and you luck out and you score. I'm hoping you're going for the kickoffs. Kickoffs tell a lot about a person. Good. You're not going supersonic. So, you're jumping as well. I just literally stopped at the moment you're jumping. Okay, so that's two very big mistakes you don't want to ever do in 50-50s and kickoffs. You want to first be going supersonic, and this distance, you can forget about this distance. You want to be jumping somewhere around here. So by the time you jump, your nose reaches this height. See? This is like the middle of the ball. The dead center of the ball. So you want to jump here, and a little bit before you hit this nice texture of the ball, you want to be dodging into the ball, which your nose. It's a horrible kickoff. And you still win it. Classic prospect. Oh dear. You should probably stick to straight dodge and practice your diagonal dodges, which by the way you're doing them poorly. Practice them in free play before trying to put them in games, if you're serious about Rocket League. So basically, all the advice I'm giving you right now is at the assumption you were very serious at Rocket League and you dream of getting Grand Champ Season 4. So if you're that level of competitiveness, then this tutorial is great for you. My bad. But if you like the game and you kind of want to be competitive, then this tutorial basically redundant. As a prospect, you should just be doing what you know and try out all the shit you ever wanted to try out in a game. You should really not be worrying about anything else. But in case you are very competitive, let's continue the tutorial. You should not use ball cam when dribbling. You scared yourself into flicking that ball. He bumped you, which is quite nice. Smart of him. That was also smart from your opponents. I don't know how they fuck up. I'm looking at the timeline right now. I don't know how they fucked this up. They did very clutch saves. Okay, that's how they fuck up. They passed you. Okay. Okay, so what I've seen from you now, something that looks like a half flip. Diagonal flips. A very good wall play. That almost started as looked like it was gonna start into an air dribble, and now this. It looks like you've been watching a bit too much of pros and a bit too much of tutorials, because you look, and this might also be a problem within your mentality. I don't know if it is. You look like someone who's playing better than at the level they are. Don't take this as I'm saying you are better than a prospect. No, you still are pretty much a prospect. Even though you do things that are smoother and make more sense, but don't get this the wrong way. I kind of doubt you actually know what the moves you're doing mean. It's kind of like with children. Prospects are basically the children of Rocket League. And if you're a prospect elite, I think you are, I'm not sure. If you're a prospect elite, you're basically pre-teenager, in those pre-teenage years. So you kind of know about the world, but even if you look like a 10-year-old that looks like is very mature, you're probably not. You're probably just mimicking someone who is very mature. So what is my point here? This touch is great. This follow-up is shit. So I don't know by which decision you've decided it's best to turn off ball cam here. It definitely looks you're not comfortable with it at all, because you have no judge of how far the ball is, and your car's speed and direction related in relation to the ball. This is from my perspective. You might think I'm being annoying, rude, or something. I do have 2,000 hours in the game. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Turning off ball cam, you have to know why you're turning off ball cam. You have to know why you're doing a diagonal flip. You have to know why you're doing an air dribble. You have to know why you're turning off your camera to do this. It looks like, and just from my perspective, it looks like for some odd reason you're trying to bait your opponent into making an aerial, and you're trying to dunk him. It also looks like you have a failed air dribble. So I'm not sure which one here is true, but either one you're doing it wrong. So if you want to do an air dribble, you should have been up at this ball somewhere around here or even before. And if you're going for a dunk, you're way too far away from the ball. Also, you're on prospect level. I don't know why you expect your opponents to hit the ball that high and in this direction, as he proves my point. Not sure what you went for. That's very interesting, actually. Not sure. You go for boost, no problem. They have a shit kickoff. I don't know what's wrong with them. Actually, I want to find out. Which one goes for it? Okay. He's doing he's doing a delayed kickoff. But even though they lost all the kickoffs, he still does not understand that they don't know how to do the kickoff. And by the way, this guy has this is really prospect because he still has the default camera settings. Anyways, back to our man. This will be a good touch. And that's a good, oh my god, that's a terrible follow-up. But this was a good shot. Good job. This is why I don't like wins as replays. You still haven't understood that he went AFK, but still he does do the delay kickoff. You're going for the aerial, good job. I support you trying out aerials. And was also, you scored it, so good job. This, okay, never mind. Good job. Good boost pickup. No. I think that's all I want to just say no and leave it at that. But that would be a dick move. You don't want to jump for this. You judged the situation poorly. So here's your view. Okay, here's your view right now. None of them have boosted in the past second. Don't trust me? Go into replay, watch it all over again. Literally no one's boosting in the past second. So you have a lot of speed and you're boosting the whole time. From their perspective, especially from this guy's amazing. From his perspective, he doesn't see shit, and he just starts to boost now, and his angle is so that if he hits the ball by continuing going where he is right now, the ball will just go up. So that's the exact opposite of danger. This is complete safety. Your goal is in no danger even if you let him touch the ball without going for it. So my opinion is, since the ball is in your corner, which by itself is pretty safe, and you have more speed and you have more vision, you should not be jumping for this at all. You should be just driving up the wall and then hit the ball hard and high. But you try to do something like a pinch. I guess good on you to try out pinches, but I have a general rule for prospects who are tryhards. By the way, I don't mean tryhard in a negative way. Tryhard is just someone who really wants to get competitive. So prospect that's highly competitive, I recommend that you always you have ideas in your head, which on prospect level are quite radical. Again, it's a very good parallel to children in real life. They're almost like fantasy. So I would recommend you doing anything you think you would do in a game. Anything, really. Freestyling, pinches, half flips, diagonal flips, air dribbles, anything that goes on in your head while you imagine yourself playing Rocket League. Get into free play, get into training, try it out, see how it really works, see how far you've missed for how this something works, see how far you've been, see how close you were, and then when you figure out how to do something, uh, or when you have an idea how to do something, do it until you know what you're doing wrong, or when you know what you're doing right, and then practice it until you can get consistent results. Take this advice to heart, and anything you learn in free play will be a tool for you in games. Also, a very good decision to leave that to your teammate. It looked like you were going to ball chase here. Maybe you should have, because you have more speed and everything, but you decide to let him have the ball. Or maybe you didn't. Wait. Maybe you let it go because of the other car. No, you actually don't see the car. Okay. So good decision. Your teammate has a very poor clear. Good idea to go back. This is the time you should be using a fast flip, by the way. And this is why Dominus is not good for this kind of thing. So even though it's bouncing very low, I have to be honest. And if I was with my Octane and going for this shot, this would probably be a goal. But it's the Dominus, and you didn't jump, and you always have to take into consideration your car's height and your car's elevation. And the Dominus is very skimpy on both. This is quite panicky. Okay, so you missed the ball. Big whoop. It's prospect level. They're not gonna score from this. You should not be going for this. Look at your angle. Look, literally. This is how you would shoot from this angle. So if the ball is here and your blue team, this is like the golden opportunity to go for a shot. And you go up for it since you're orange team. Okay, in your defense, it's kind of hypocritical for me to say this, because often enough in these situations I would get up and hit this ball on purpose towards my goal, only to hit the post or the backboard or that side of the field, something. But again, it's all relative. You are in prospect level, and some things you see and try to mimic from other players does not mean it will translate good into your games. That's how it works. What you want to be doing here is kind of put trust into your teammate. The scoreboard says 4-0 for you. There's not much to lose, even if you get scored on. Your teammate is in a much better position. I think you even see him. You do see him completely. What you should be doing is doing another wide rotation. And since the ball is moving towards the right, the wide rotation is again to the left. And just being here and trying to save the ball instead of going for this ridiculous angle. I'm all for you experimenting and trying to do new stuff. That's how you make mistakes. That's how you learn. But some things are okay. Let's put it this way: you can experiment by letting your teammate do something for change. They missed, like I said, they would probably, and you miss as well. Not a surprise, to be honest. And then you put boost over ball. Even if you pick up the boost, you should be thinking, after the boost I should be going to contest this ball, because if I don't, what are the odds my teammates will defend this center? And otherwise you should just be going, fuck the boost, I'm going for the ball. I have momentum, I have the angle, I see my opponent, I have the information, I should just be going at the ball. And now you'll probably get lost in the wall, because the wall is a tricky bitch. Yep, it happens. They missed. To my not so surprise, they actually missed. Jesus. Going up the wall here, I agree. Your angle is completely wrong, though. Actually, let's just watch it one more time. Okay, so I did a video recently of explaining how your car horizontally versus how your car almost vertically, so a bit angled to the right or the left, has an impact on your wall shots. If you're trying to air dribble, like I complimented you somewhere before in this video, fuck me if I know where it was, um, you started it very nicely and it looked like you were going to make it into an air dribble. Your car was almost vertical under the ball. Now this is a great way to start an air dribble. You want to stay under the ball, you want to have some speed, some angle, and you don't want to be horizontal because horizontal means a shot. So if you're horizontal, you're going to hit the ball far away from your car, and it's going to, you cannot really control it after the shot. You're doing here, I would recommend as soon as you see the ball like this, your angle right now is perfect. So going up here and then there, you can kind of see where your car will be, and then here, by the time the ball hits the backboard, you're literally in the perfect position to just jump off the backboard and into the ball. But what you do is you make the angle more vertical and even more vertical, and then you try to do a sharp turn to the left and then go for the ball under it. Definitely would not recommend to do this, especially in backboard and sidewall and sideboard, I guess. Sideboard shots. Always want to approach it at an angle, and so make it that your car is horizontal, not vertical. You backflip, which makes you fall faster. Well, not faster, but it makes you fall in front of your goal, which is great. I just want to point out that the ball is literally in front of the goal, bouncing lightly. You have no place, no advantage. You cannot really save any shot. And looking at the timeline, there isn't a goal right now, so it's just Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, good. Good clear, I guess. No, I guess it was a decent one. Now this is the time you want to be vertical. You didn't go off with the ball, so you just kind of made it stick to the wall. Not preferable. Boost our ball again. That was a poor touch. And you're freestyling. Come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a go, Mike. And they score from this. Who knows why? Well, your teammate being a spastic doesn't help, but I think you're going for this kickoff. No, you're not. I think it's one of those situations. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's just one of those situations where it was take the shot, and then you said take the shot at the same time. And it was right before the kickoff started, so you don't know who's going for it. I got the save. Nice. That's a good first touch. Horrible positioning. Like I said a little bit earlier, you want to be vertical under the ball when going for an air dribble, not horizontal. So the angle you approach this ball with, see how horizontal you are? If you were like that on this wall, when this ball was bouncing, jumping and boosting towards the ball would result in a clear towards there. And being under the ball like here, but with a bit of an angle, it's a difficult ball, I agree, even for an air dribble, even for a shot. I mean, you could have pulled off a double touch, I guess. But you were horizontal and you hit the ball as it was starting to fall down, meaning you won't be getting it to go up, meaning it won't go far. Again, you have ball cam on off for too long. Your teammate scores, but since the opponents are also spastics, I'm not impressed. You get another save. Your teammate is almost griefing at this point. Bad manner. Could have even said GG. That's a horrible touch from your teammate. Good thing you're here. Ooh, too horizontal again. What am I watching? That's a bad angle. So you had a lot of time here. And I don't think I've told you about angles yet, and I tell this every prospect, so I'll tell you as well. So you have a lot of time here, and what I do in my games when there's a ball like this, I fucking hate the balls like this because you need such a wide angle. You need to be all the way here to get the best out of this bounces. And you come from here, which is, you had a lot of time. Let's just put it that way. This guy's not facing the ball at all. This Merc boy. This guy is busy grinding his penis on the post, and you have so much time and boost, I'm quite sure of it, to move your car like this, and then go for the ball with a decent angle, because from your angle right now, if you hit the ball, let's say the ball comes here, okay? Here, this spot, and you go for it from this angle, and you hit it up, the ball will go away from the goal. If you pinch it, the ball will go away from the goal. If you air dribble it, the ball will go, okay, you get the point. You get the point. And if you come from here and then hit it, you can even hit it on goal. Because with a good angle and a good dodge, you can hit it on goal. But you can also hit it up this wall. If you hit it high and hard, it can be a very good pass to your teammate. Wow. And you have poor recovery as well. You could have killed him. I would do that. Not a mistake, but just, I guess, a fun fact. That recovery would have been great if you landed on your wheels and stopped your momentum. Your opponents don't know what the fuck they're doing. And if you had boost, you should have boosted into that ball before dodging into it. Because you had no speed. You also have no speed here. Okay, so prospects, they like to go at things with no speed. When the ball is close, they don't really know how to tell the difference between when the ball is close and when the car has speed. They think when they're going for a shot and they're far away from the ball, and then in a very short amount of time they're close to the ball, they think, oh, this means I'm going fast. But then in a situation where they're very slow and the ball suddenly comes very close, which can mean two things: either you went really fast and came to it, or the ball came very fast and came to you. So prospects do this thing where they mix the two. So this jump right here, it has no boost, and it's almost as if in your head you're thinking you have speed and you're not sure how you missed the shot. Well, you missed it because you literally had no speed. Your first touch is not bad, your second touch is too hard, your third touch is horrible. Your fourth and fifth touch are unfortunately non-existent. Again, you have a bad angle, and you're not even facing the ball. You always want, before jumping, you want your nose to be lined up where you think you will meet the ball in the air. I think I saw this from a tutorial video. Corrupt, I think his name was, when he was doing on wall shots. Anyways, you did not line up your nose with the ball, you lined the nose up with the ceiling. You didn't boost before going into it, and your angle is catastrophic. Opportunity wasted, even though you like to do them wall shots and shit. Fortunate, I guess. They don't score this, which is tragic, to be honest. I want to cry from this, to be honest. You score this, which is good. Well, not you, your spastic teammate. And you don't even watch the goal. Oh. Anyways, I don't think you need any mechanical tips from me. I think you're doing just fine. Just take my advice on how to practice it, and take my advice on practicing things before putting them into that's, by the way, that's my controller, don't worry about it. So you want to practice things before putting it to the test on a real game. Anyways, see you, enjoy this video, bye bye.